Again, let me know if you want this to be a new series on the channel. What is up, folks? It's your man Jay, and I am back with another video. And this website that I run is called smartphoneconversations.com. It's because we have conversations about smartphones. So lately, I've done a few videos that I've done one catch and released on the OnePlus. I want to give a special thank you to the OnePlus fans for pretty much supporting the channel, if you know what that means. So I want to talk about some of the things I did in that video, in those videos, I should say, because a lot of you guys, I made a video with the thumbnail said, I apologize, I'm sorry. I think a lot of you guys definitely didn't watch that video because I wasn't apologizing. I was being sarcastic and condescending. But some of you guys, I guess, just not up on game. But I did a video like that, and that came out before the catch and release. And I want to address something that was commented on. The young gentleman's name, I won't disclose. He was respectful and all. And I want to address a couple of things about doing YouTube videos. And the OnePlus videos are a great example of how I can do that. Because it just goes to show, you know, on YouTube, you have to have somewhat of thick skin, people say. And it doesn't bother me, like the things that happen on YouTube. Some of you guys might think that they do. But, you know, guys, this is fun. This is me having fun on YouTube. And I think a lot of people get in so engulfed in trying to hurt my feelings, I guess, that they lose focus of what's really happening. So I'm going to use the OnePlus scenario for this video. This is just a discussion video. Feel free to leave. I'm not labeling this OnePlus anything for those people that, you know, get attracted and think, oh, you're trying to get views. I don't have to do that. I'm at a place on YouTube where I don't have to make videos just to get clicks. Because I've never been that way. Because I'm actually doing this because I want to, not because I have to. And I kind of laugh. I'm going to start this thing where I've been posting on Twitter things that you might consider to be mean. And you've seen it before where people read mean tweets or read mean comments. I'm going to start one of those on this channel. I'm going to feature people on the channel. I think it would be hilarious. But the reason I'm going to use the OnePlus situation as a starting point for this new series is because of how people who like the OnePlus responded to my OnePlus videos. So the first thing, disclaimer I want to use, and this is going to be done with different brands of phones and different products. I've done catch and releases on laptops, a whole bunch of things. But predominantly, it's always smartphones is what I'm doing here on the channel. So this first series is definitely, it's good to start it with the OnePlus crew. Now, I want to say, disclaimer here, I always say it, if you're easily offended, you probably want to exit. You probably want to exit now. And that's not to say that I'm going to try to offend you. Because in the video where I put that thumbnail up and I'm like sitting in the chair, I'm like, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I think so many people missed the concept of that video. It was hilarious. I was sitting over here just reading these comments. And it wasn't just the OnePlus people that didn't like it. It was other people who said they followed it. I was like, they totally missed the concept of that video. And not once did I actually apologize. One guy in the comments said, it sounds like you're being condescending. And I said, you know what? Because I am. I'm not going to apologize for something that I said. I stand firm on what I say. The only thing I'm going to do, if I'm genuinely going to apologize for something that I said, it's not going to be in that format. Think about this now, folks. So, this would be a fun little series to do because on YouTube, you got to keep expanding. You got to do something fun. And most of the ideas come from you guys, man. You guys bring these ideas up. I think it's hilarious, to be honest. So the OnePlus crew, I've said in the past, my favorite OnePlus device is the OnePlus 3T. I've actually had every OnePlus device. up until the 7 Pro, I was extremely impressed. Like, I really was impressed. I think I gave it phone of the year once, I believe, or second phone of the year. I ranked it number 2. I think the 6T made number 2 slot, I believe. Or it might have made number 1. No, the Note made number 1, I believe. The 6T, I believe, was second. I'm not sure. But the point is, I don't make videos to try to please a bunch of people. I'm just putting the footage out there. And I always tell people, one guy told me, oh man, these guys really get hurt. They get their feelings hurt. And if that upsets you by saying you get your feelings hurt, then your feelings are getting hurt. Because this one guy, he was like, you up on your high and mighty, holier than thou. I was like, wow, this guy's trying to go deep on his son. I just laugh at it and I keep it moving. And little do you know, I'm like taking screenshots and I'm sharing this nonsense on Twitter and all of the platforms to let people know this is how people really are. And if they're not like that, this is what you're presenting yourself to be online. I can only go on what you present. You understand what I'm saying? So I like OnePlus phones. I wasn't really a fan of the OnePlus 7 Pro. So to answer a question real quick, someone asked me, do they still charge a restocking fee? I believe I am going to get charged 15%. And that comes to like $100 or something like that. I don't really care. You know why I don't care? Because you know why I don't care about the $100 restocking fee or $112 or whatever it comes to? I don't normally talk about revenue, but those OnePlus videos, so much revenue came in, I can just buy another OnePlus. For all of the OnePlus fans that thumbs down the video, traffic is traffic. Coming to the video, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you click on that video, and you watch that video, this isn't a secret. I'm transparent about the revenue stuff. You're giving me, now it's not a lot of money, but you see the videos that the OnePlus did. So here's how I know OnePlus fans kind of lean more towards drama. I put out the unboxing, 5,000 hits. I put out a case video, 2,000 hits. Another case video, 2,000 hits. OnePlus 7 Pro versus LG G8, 10,000 hits. I put out OnePlus 7 Pro versus the Pixel 3a, 17,500 hits. This is like really fast. I put out the one that says, I'm sorry, 50,000 hits in like 5 days. And then I released the last video, which was the catch and release, 7,000 hits in 1 day. Now, I don't really care about the numbers, but what's surprising to me, because I'm reading you that just to make a point, the OnePlus fans came in that just immediately thumbed down my last video. They thumbed it down before it even got released. And that just goes to show where the mindset at, Here on Smartphone Conversations, if you guys know, I like to turn on a camera. I do reviews, but I like to turn on a camera and do like a live stream every now and then. I like to do the news. This is what it's about, It's just having fun talking about tech. But I think it's hilarious, and OnePlus fans actually acted worse than Samsung fans. Now, again, we have the same scenario. I've been a Samsung fan since the first Samsung phone, and I've had every Galaxy Note. That's going to remain the same. When the new OnePlus comes out, I'm going to get that one. So this is a phone review channel because it's smartphoneconversations.com. It's the actual website, so go check it out if you haven't. But it's surprising to me, man, that people actually believe in their head that I'm getting upset at what they're typing on the internet, man. It's unbelievable. I was watching Eric from Easy Computer Solutions stream. I missed his stream, but I watched the entire 2-hour stream. I really did. Fantastic. He was just on there by himself, just chatting like I'm doing right now. Fantastic stream. He used to do it like that a lot. And I'm not taking away from anything that he does like current day, but it's entertaining when you see him just talking. Because that's what I like to do. I just like to talk. Like, you can have a few people on the stream, but sometimes you just need to turn the camera on and talk. And that's pretty much what he did. And I watched that entire 2-hour stream. It was like 1 hour, 59 minutes and like 48 seconds or whatever it was. Totally enjoyable. But he was making some compelling points about people getting mad, and I feel sorry for the people who actually believe that you're hurting, that you're hurting people's feelings. I mean, but the irony of this, man, is I want to read a statement here from, and I'm not going to read a whole bunch of these. But I want to start this particular one. So again, there's a lot of these from OnePlus fans. You guys really showed your behind now. Here's a funny one. So some of these people might watch the stream, so I don't want to blur out I want to blur out what their names are. I want to respect them in some kind of way, even though they're trying to disrespect me. This wasn't the first one, but this was one of the funnier ones. So I put an Easter egg in one of my videos, right? I put an Easter egg in my video, and this person decides to come. Now he spots the Easter egg, and he decides to come by the video. And I get this a lot, man. I get this a lot. It's hilarious. He decides to come by the video and sit and leave this. Just wondering why you have Flossie Carter playing in the background. You salty, bro? This is what he types. My response was this. Now, and we're going to get into responses too. Like the OP responding, right? Because I respond. My response was this. Now, you see, you are truly a clown for your comment and acting like a child. Now, I normally do not call people idiots, but well, here we are. That's me in the background. That was me in the background in my own video. That was the Easter egg that I planted in that video. And this dude was he can't even hate right. He couldn't even hate right. So I just, there's so many of them that I took screenshots of, but he gets to be the clown of the day. And when I say he's a clown, I'm not trying to insult him, like taking a personal shot at him or anything. But think about this. Now, you come into a video to hate in the comments and insult the OP, and you can't even do that right. Anybody that was clearly watching that video saw it was me. They were like, because he obviously is not subscribed to the channel probably. But I thought it was hilarious, man, that this guy came to the channel and was like, yo, you's a clown. And I was like, oh, man. He said a bunch of other stuff, but that was the one that was really funny. And I just got to put it out there, folks, man. You got to come back to reality. Some people be like, oh, Jay, you keep it 100, you keep it real. It's fine. I appreciate the support. But in all honesty, I'm just turning on the camera and having fun and recording. And when it comes to my reviews, I'm serious about that. And even with this video, I'm still having fun, but I'm somewhat serious. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't know me in my personal life. Some of you guys know what I do and who I represent, but you're not like trying to come at me sideways. Some people tried that. Like the Samsung Knights tried that. They put up all kind of funny memes. I laughed at the memes. Me and my wife took screenshots and laughed at that too and let them make a fool out of themselves. But the OnePlus fans, you guys have showed your behind, man. But you know what? The difference from this is it backfire. It's going to backfire on you like it did the Samsung fans. But the difference is I'm kind of reaping the benefits of this one because you guys have watched my videos so much. Even though I just did an RMA on that OnePlus, I can go back in and pretty much buy it and get it for free. Because I bought mine. I paid $750. You guys have hated on me so much and brought me so much traffic. You pretty much bought me a OnePlus 7 Pro. And I'm just keeping it real with you. That's how much why you ever seen that thing where they say your parent, if you're old enough, remember your parents told you not to point a finger because it's three of them pointing back at you? That's ultimately what happened to these OnePlus fans. Now, that's not all OnePlus fans. That is just the ones who, if you can take the time out to try to type out an insult to insult someone, something's wrong. You got like some serious problems, huh? I mean, something's wrong. I live in the ATX. I'm from Jersey. And we say what we got to say. But the difference is I've grown up, man. I'm an adult. You gotta get out of this street mentality, I guess. Well, I was from the streets, but you might see it try to come out sometimes, but I thank the Lord that he suppressed that and I'm a different person. Because if I wasn't a different person, I would be taking all of this stuff personal. And I just can't do it, man. It's just not even that serious. But I was like, I got to start a new series on the channel where I just kind of have fun with the people who tried to insult me. You gotta, now there'll be people that watch this and say, oh, you are mad because you made a video about it. No. I'm just going to read off and we'll have a conversation and I'll probably read one dumb thing that somebody said and we'll laugh at it. I'm still not humiliating the person. I could put the person out there and put their name out there till you go to their channel. Now on social media, I leave the name up. I leave the name up because the chances of everybody seeing that is not like this. Only a few people are going to see it on social media. I only have like 3,000 people following me on social media or 4,000 or so. And, that's a smaller number than 100,000. So I try to still be somewhat respectful to the people who's trying to insult me because trying to hurt someone's feelings, man, it's pointless and it doesn't get you anywhere and it shows where your maturity level is. That's why I don't go back and forth with people on the internet. When I do respond, I just kind of make a mockery out of them and laugh at them and, we just keep it moving. You try to insult me, I'm going to turn it into a joke and I'm going to keep it moving. So just to have something now, talking about responses. The fact that I even respond, you should be happy. But you know why I respond? Because there's always that percentage of negative people that come to the channel just to be negative. And I'm not going to take away the shine from the people who are positive. Why wouldn't you want positive vibes? Why wouldn't you want that, son? Okay, again, I know some of you guys are really immature and you like drama. You like, like fighting and arguing in the comments and battling it out. I'll battle it out as long as you're not insulting people and calling them names. That's childish, man. That's like super childish. So you got to keep it about the tech. And in these segments right here, I got catch and release segment, and I'm going to have to make this a new segment so you guys can laugh with me at the silly things that some people say. And some of you OnePlus fans that are salty, you just made a fool of yourself by continuously coming back to my videos. There's a lot of people that say, oh, you know what? You're doing it for the clicks. Okay, if you think it's a clickbait video, I don't see anything clickbait about any of my videos that I put out. I try to keep the thumbnails to be exactly about what I'm talking about in the video. Do I not? So if you want to, I say it all the time, if you want to be finessed and you want somebody to stroke your ego about what you purchased, you want to do all of this crazy talk, go somewhere else. I can't do it. I'm just going to give it to you like what it is. I have no problem with turning on the camera and talking for 2-3 hours or whatever. I just don't have a problem with that. And if we were in front of the camera, I would do it in front of public. I would do it like, I'm not afraid of public speaking. I do that personally, actually. So I'm not afraid to get in front of a crowd and talk. It just doesn't affect me like that. Some people are. But I know what the quote unquote risks are for getting on camera like this. People talk about you, all your monkey hands and you're a nigger and all this other stuff. All of those things right there, I just remove those from the channel because that type of crowd doesn't belong on my channel. Those are the real keyboard warriors. Some of you guys getting mad over a phone, son. You getting mad over me over a phone. When I did that video, people actually thought I was apologizing. Are you serious? Are you think I'm going to get on here and apologize for something that's true from where I sit? Why would I do that? Like, what's the purpose of that? No, man, I'm not getting ready to get on here and apologize for something that I think is true. If I said this phone has better cameras than the 7 Pro, so be it. If you disagree, then you disagree. But my problem is, and I do have a problem, I'm nowhere near perfect. Never said I was. My problem is the people who keep coming back. If you hate me so much, why do you keep coming back? Here's the typical one. Oh, I'm not sub to you. You just keep showing up in my feed. You know what? While you're trying to insult me with that, that's a compliment. That means my videos are trending and I'm going up the search engine. So I appreciate that compliment. But when I made that video and people thought I was apologizing, I have college. I know a lot of people probably didn't go to college, but even if you didn't finish, you can take at least one course. You should probably take it in, psychology. I took a psychology course, and you should take it in economics. Things that'll make you better. You know what I'm saying? And you can't judge a book by what it looks like without reading it. And some of you guys, this one guy was like, I'm trying to figure out your motive. Well, don't. You ever seen the Judge Judy? Don't try to figure out where I'm going, son. You'll never catch me. You'll never know where I'm going. You know why? Because I'm the OP. You know what the OP is? If you know what the OP is, put it in the comments. All you educated, tech-savvy people. I mean, even in those videos, man, I'm laughing sometimes. And people still like, yo, man, saying Jay's a clown. You should see some of the comments. I'm going to really have to try to make this a series. You let me know if you want this to be a series on the channel, and we'll have some fun. Because you know what? I can only review so many phones, folks. So if you're wondering why there are breaks in the video, it's because, disclaimer, my camera isn't here yet, and in the recording of this video, I know you see the blurred background. You know what phone I'm using. The only phone right here that I have in the catalog that can record portrait video. OnePlus 7 do portrait video? Don't think so. This is the LG G8 rear camera. So if you see some breaks in there, it's because you get 10 minutes to record a portrait video. Now, I've already done 2 segments, so if you're at this point of the video, we're probably at like 21, 22 minutes. That's all it is, and I'm just piecing it together. Real talk. But you can only do so many phone reviews. You got to start doing like thumb drives. If you're a techie, you're going to do a computer mouse. You're going to do all kind of things. But, why can't I poke fun at the OnePlus fans? Why can't I do it? I think we should. I'm not telling y'all to bully. See, the difference between me and some of the OnePlus fans and some of you guys watching, you guys aren't bullies. You're just trying to have fun and enjoy the videos, man. And it seems like if I'm not tooting someone's horn, if I'm not praising them for saying, like I said in the other video, I have no problem with staying in the narrow lane over here by myself every now and then. And it's like 10 of us walking on this road right here. I have no problem with that. I can name 10 YouTubers who I think might be on this road with me. Just based on the footage that they put out, they might be on the road with me. I can name a few of them, man. They might be on this road with me. As a matter of fact, I know they are. They're on the road with me. They're making their own choices. You can tell by the footage that they put out. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, why can't I have some fun? I'm going to do it tastefully. I'm going to do it respectfully. I'm going to try not to call out names. I'm going to try to put people on blast. But I will say the crazy things that they say. And I'll read the inserts. And you'll just be like, huh? Come on, son. You'll be like, what? Nah. Well, what can I say? It is what it is. So I think, you can only do so much on YouTube, man. You got to have discussions like this. You got to sit down and talk. And I think it's best that it's done like this sometimes. Put all the other stuff down and just talk. That's it. That's what we got to do. At least on this channel, that's what I'm going to do. Because like I just said, I get bored with doing phone reviews sometimes. And having so many phones, I remember one time Tony Pazzo was like, no disrespect, I like Tony. He's a good guy. And, he's up there in Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, how'd you use this phone for this long? I'm like, well, I got 4 lines, man, But he said it in a way that I wasn't really, it was just Tony. But some other people will come on there and be like, that battery life is good because you haven't been using it and . I genuinely have 4 lines. I think, what I think sometimes? I think some people are so offended that they don't have what you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they don't have 3 phone lines, so they mad and telling you that you don't need 3 phone lines. I know it. I think Eric has 3 phone lines. I got 4. I've named them off to you before. Personal, church, private. They're there. The website. I got all these different lines for a reason. I have 2 for business, but they're 2 separate numbers. But the point is, that's what I'm doing over here. If you come to this channel and you're offended by what I'm saying, I've said it before, son. Look, exit. I had a guy say, MKBHD knows way more tech than you know. I was like, okay, well, that's how you feel. I'm not going to delete your comment. Hey, I like MKBHD. I never claimed to be this spectacular. I mean, even though back in the day, I went to college, MKBHD wasn't even born yet. He might have just been born, or he was a baby. But the fact of the matter is, the curriculum that I went to college for doesn't exist anymore. That's the way it happens. If it gets old, they might have named it something else. Look up micro applications, and you do your research on that and what that is. I used to build computers too, and I've worked for some of you. When I first got out of the Army, I didn't know what I didn't want to get into law enforcement when I first got out of the Army, so. I went to college while I was in the Army. I got out of the Army, and then I went to college again, and I went for micro applications. But I worked in the interim of me doing that. I worked for Texas Instruments. Some of you guys probably don't know what that is. You might remember their calculators, but they used to have. It was a big computer company. So Texas Instruments. I worked for Dell, and I also worked for another computer company. I forgot the name of it now. They don't exist anymore. But there's a lot, and I left that and got into law enforcement. there's just a lot that goes on YouTube. I just don't know where these people are going with it. I don't know why they waste their energy for it. You know what I'm saying? Why waste your energy? Why waste your energy typing out? And really what I want people to do is grow up. Not in an insult. I'm not trying to insult you. Like, grow. Try to grow. But I understand that my base of people, let me tell you who's watching me. These are real stats here. I'm going to tell you who's watching me. Like age groups. I'm going to go into the analytics and I'm going to tell you who's watching me. Okay, so I'm under audience. And this is, and some of you guys say, well, why don't you like cursing on your channel? Because I don't like cursing on my channel. Like, I prefer no profanity. That's just me. You do what you want to do on your channel. All right? So the reason I say no cursing on the channel, first and foremost, some of my grandkids might watch and some of my children's friends might watch. Like my youngest daughter's in high school. She's about to graduate. Her friends watch and she watches. So 4% of my viewers are 13 to 17, folks. Your kids, if you have kids old enough, your kids might watch. You want them to see people talking about shake that coochie and pop that thing and cussing and drinking on camera? Nah, son. 18 to 24, 23%. That's a big group. But the biggest group is 25 to 34. That's 36%. Millennials. 20% is 35 to 44. 9%, 45 to 54. 3.6% is 55 to 64. And 65 plus is 2%. Real talk. So there's a lot that goes on the channel, man. But you got some people just don't care. And you don't have to care. But my thing is, you come back because you love me. You can't, it's like that, you know you're not supposed to drink Dr. Pepper, but you drink Dr. Pepper, you drink it anyway. You understand what I'm saying? You know you're not supposed to, but you drink it anyway. You sneak and get in there and drink it anyway. You're not supposed to be eating cookies because you got diabetes, but you're doing it anyway. You know the drill. So with that, I'm going to say this. OnePlus fans, you tried to show your behind. I profited from you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say it, but it's going to be a lot of fun in the future. And hopefully some people, you would think you guys learned from the Samsung Night situation, but I guess you wasn't around then because OnePlus phones weren't that relevant back then. But here we are, 2019. We're going to see how this goes. So you let me know in the comments if you want to see a new series like this and we'll make it happen. It's me and Jay. I'm out.